Well, it wouldn't be opening night without a monsoon. Holy cow. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Universal Studios and welcome to the official opening night of Halloween Horror Nights 2023. We had a little bit of a wet start, but I want to give a huge shout out to Universal Studios for inviting us out as official media, which means we're going to be able to head on inside all 10 haunted houses and bring you guys footage from everything that this event has to offer. We got started a little bit late because of the crazy weather, but we're going to go ahead on inside and see what they have going on for us. So let's go. Before they release us for our RIP tours, we have a little bit of a reception in here in one of the sound stages. We're gonna try some snacks and maybe have a little presentation.
It's not Halloween Horror Nights if it doesn't rain on opening weekend. But we're gonna get through it. We're not gonna go anywhere. This year we're set up for the most amazing Halloween Horror Nights that we've had yet. And we have the biggest, and I mean the biggest names in the horror genre. Some of you may know this was an amazing attraction at Islands of Adventure when we first opened. And what was even more amazing about this attraction was its queue line and the story that went with it. So for Halloween Horror Nights 32, we're telling a more horrific story, but you're gonna see that story of Merlin trapped in the enchanted oak. He set a spell on his spell book so that these two competing warlocks, Pyrock and Blizzrock, the fire warlock and the ice warlock, wouldn't take over his realm.
The power went out. The power just went out. Uh-oh. Where is he? Where are they? Whoa. Oh, no.
Halloween Horror Nights fans, give it up! And head of creative at Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann! And senior director of creative development here at Universal Orlando, Mike Aiello.
Fear. I sense it here in this room. Oh, there's no hiding it. I see you, shaking in fear, yet begging for more. And if it's more that you want, then surely there's something that I could do for you. Most people try to avoid the dark. I like to show them what's inside. You practically worship those who stood here before me. Doctors, directors, even clowns. Oh, but I don't want your worship. No, I want what you want. You desire fear. Good. You want to feel its power. You long for immortality. I offer all of that and more for a grand price, of course. What does it take to be amongst my collection of souls? Why, your very soul indeed. A fair price to Dr. Oddfellow, don't you think? Out there is a look into my past that will show you your future. Your destiny awaits. Enter now as this horror night begins. Break the weak. Take what you wish. I'll handle the rest.
All right, after all that excitement, we got broken off into groups, and now we are going to experience an RIP tour. They're going to bring us to the front of the line of every single haunted house of the event so we can get it done lickety-split. It's time to get spooky, guys. Let's go. All right, so it looks like because of the weather, there are no scare actors actually out in Vamp 69 Summer of Blood. Hopefully, we can find some later. Woo, it is a very busy night indeed.
Chucky Ultimate Kill Cam will be our first stop of the night. So essentially, we decided to do a haunted house. We did not let Chucky know, and he's like, how are you there to do a house without me? So he came in, he's crashing the party, and he's gonna, well, try to kill every single one of you. You know, he's usually tend to kill everyone in his movies and shows. This time he's like, all of you are gonna be my victims. So essentially that's what he's doing. So he's gonna be everywhere at every single moment in this house essentially. So if you don't like dolls, good luck.
All children and we're all starting to get really
Chucky is killing everyone!
perfect. In there. Don't even think about it. Come on. Dog!
Some killers demand
What's the matter with you? Stop recording! Please, get on your phones and call for help! Chucky has taken control of all of the dolls in the house. Please, this guilty
Oh, my poor camera's fogging up.
Oh, I never skip Arnold. Even the real man Let's get
Okay, so we just went through Chucky Ultimate Kill Count. That was a very interesting house. As a fan of the show, a lot of the kills were very recognizable, and almost all the Chuckies in there were puppets, which I really enjoyed. Instead of having people dressed as Chucky, they had actual puppets. That was really, really cool. I can't wait to go through that house again. I know the footage was really wonky. That was our very first haunted house of the event. I'm trying to get used to filming haunted houses with this camera, and there was a portion where we actually went outside. So we were in the Fast and Furious building. We went outside and into a tent, so that's why the camera started to freeze a little bit. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, but that was still really interesting. If you're a Chucky fan, definitely go through that haunted house. Oh, we just walked into Shipyard 32. We have some scare actors.
Darkest deal. We're gonna photo a bluesman who is trying to make it big in the music scene. It's not going his way. He's going from little bar to little bar. It doesn't work out. Well, one day he catches the eye of someone called the Collector. He's like, hey man, hey kid, I got something for you. I can give you all the success and fame that you want, only for the low price of your soul, but also your bandmates. That's us. So I think he's not making it because he's carrying a lot of more than he deserves in the band. He should have 4, but hey, he has a lot of friends. He has 12 of us. So he's gonna carry you in the band, and Mr. Collector is like, hey, your soul, you get everything that you want. Cool. He signs on it. That's the first thing that you see. It's the contract. After that, he just goes off, goes from a bar to a bigger stage, until the Collector is like, hey, you're a survivor. At any moment, I can go get you. We see that scene happening, and after that we just go down the spiral of the collector's realm.
That should not have happened. I didn't know.
Check out the facade for the darkest deal. Huh. It looks like, what is that? It says Bub's Lounge? Huh. This is going to be very interesting. We're going to head on inside and we're going to meet the devil.
I just want to play on a big stage and become famous.
You give me your soul.
Oh, Jesus Christ! That one got me good.
You're not the first. Tonight, get the hottest thing in
It's everything you asked for. Life is real.
Simpson, your soul is mine.
Dr. Oddfellow's the origins begin back in 1933. Dr. Oddfellow got a circus to Dust Bowl of America. Well, you know, people are bored, they had nothing to do, it's the rise of the Depression, so a circus, great entertainment. They go during the daytime and people are let down. They're like, it's not a great show after all. So Dr. Oddfellow said, I'm gonna show them. Come back at night. So they're gonna do for the first time ever a nighttime show for them. So we are gonna actually start on the backstage of the circus with all the makeup, the clowns, the costuming. So it's gonna be a little bit more enclosed because, you know, in the back of house, if you've ever been on a theater, you know there's no space back there. So we're gonna be going back down. Eventually find ourselves outside and you'll be able to see some of the performance of the clowns. There's one particular clown that you probably know of, Jack the Clown. He's out here because it is also his origin, hence why the name is Twisted Origins. So as you may see Jack or hints towards Jack, but also at the end, that's the most obvious thing that happens when Dr. Oddfellow does something to Jack.
Now I invite you to step behind the facade and witness Dr. Oddfellow's striking acts of distortion. Like me, you see the gut-wrenching oddities of art. Now I invite you to step behind the facade and witness Dr. Oddfellow's striking acts of distortion.
No
distortion.
The power of your distorted soul.
It tastes It tastes
Your soul is mine! Your soul is mine! Your souls have been distorted, and you are mine. Kill them!
Okay, so we just got done with Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. Oh my god, that was so cool. I really want to go through that house again, and I can't wait to do so. There were definitely a couple of things that we missed. Okay, so we're inside the refreshment point. We're going to take a little break. I just want to review the Darkest Deal house. That was very interesting. The story was very easy to follow, and I got jump scared quite a few times in that house. There are some very sneaky scares. I love the costuming. I love the set design that was in there. It was really cool. Definitely need a few more run-throughs because, again, I'm looking at everything through the lens of the camera, so there's obviously going to be a bunch of things that I missed, but that's still a very solid house. And Oddfellow, oh my god, that was a fantastic house. Wow, we didn't see Jack in there. We did hear that Jack is in there. I saw Jack's shadow, and I don't know if that came across on the camera, but definitely worth another go-through of the Oddfellow house. That was phenomenal. While we're here, let's take a look at all of the Blinky cups that are being sold over here at the refreshment station, which has now been converted into an RIP tour bar. Over here we have our specialty beverages. We have the Ghoul Juice, Electric Death, and some other premium cocktails.
First thing we're gonna do The Last of Us. I want to make this clear, it's based on the video game, not on the series. So, based on the series, you at least have an idea of what's going on. But we're gonna follow the video game aspect of it. It's only a chapter in the game that we follow. It's the one that takes place in Pittsburgh. So essentially, Joel and Ellie are the two protagonists that we're gonna follow through the house. They've been surrounded by the other humans who are in the city. They're hunters. So essentially they're trying to get Ellie and Joel and see what supplies they have so they can take it for themselves. But Joel is a crafty one, so is Ellie, so they defend themselves. And then now the rest of the crew of the hunters are still looking out for them because the word has been out that someone got their man. While that's going on, there's also the infected, because that's what's going on. There's a post-apocalyptic city around 2033 at this point. So we're almost there, I'm not gonna lie, so be careful. But essentially, there's three specific infected. The stalker, which are the ones that are the most fast ones. You have the clickers, those cannot see anything, so they use echolocation to find you and them as well. And those are the ones, the big mushroom head, basically, I like to say. And the bloaters were like the tanks, the big boys. So those are the three main infected that you may see around the house. And if you play the game, this is pretty much play to play how we play in the game all the way. It starts off with their truck hitting a store, and then from there on they have to go walking on feet all the way. At some point they get to the sewers and hopefully escape out of there. So if you like the game, keep an eye out for those items that you're seeing there. Also, like the crafting table, their weapons, their ammo, because everything is picture perfect as it is.
Damn it. The spores.
Joel, what is that?
Clickers.
Die, motherfucker! Keep going. I'll cover you. Die, motherfucker!
Universal Monsters are back this time. This time it's called Universal Monsters Unmasked, because we are going to focus on 4 specific monsters. We got the Invisible Man, my favorite personal, the Phantom of the Opera, Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll. There we go. I always get them confused, that's why. And of course the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So we get a lot of the old monsters that we used to have back in the 1920s. So essentially the main story of it is Dr. Jekyll is away, he's running away, so he's gonna set up shop in this unknown town where the Phantom is also there. And the Invisible Man is also running from justice, so he's also trying to hide himself there. It just so happened that they're all there at the same time. Anyway, Phantom is trying just to defend his area, the opera itself, while trying to get both of them, and Hunchback is also there defending his own turf because he's taking care of the corpses of Esmeralda and the priest, because those are the only 2 who ever care about him. So they're technically both just defending themselves, while the other 2 are just being invaders.
All right, time to pay the Angel of Music a visit in Universal Monsters Unmasked.
Moving! Keep these streets clear! What? No! The captain said 4 different killers. Yes, the Opera House, Notre Dame, and some alleyways. It's madness. From your
That one got me.
I told you not to disturb.
Whoa! Jesus Christ! That one got me good. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Not my fault!
Don't discover! Museum workers missing!
Kill my ex-Miranda! Die!
All right, next scare zone of the event is gonna be Jungle of Doom. I cannot see a thing. I cannot see a thing. Soul! It's the Skull of Souls. Okay, so we're inside Cafe La Bamba now. We're taking just a little bit of a break. I want to go ahead and talk about The Last of Us and Universal Monsters Unmasked. Universal Monsters, that is a very beautiful house, but it definitely has some room to grow. There were a lot of dead spaces in there, and I don't know if it was just a bad run or if we just had bad timing, but there were some areas of the house that definitely lacked some characters. However, the scares that were in there were really good. I did got a couple of good times in that haunted house. Definitely a lot more Phantom of the Opera than anything else, but it was still a lot of fun and I definitely enjoyed it. So I'm definitely very curious to see how this house grows over the course of the event. Now, The Last of Us. Oh my God. I am so happy that I actually took the time to play the video game before actually coming to the event. Granted, I never actually finished the Pittsburgh section. I'm about 75% of the way through. You guys can click the link down in the description below to check out my second channel so you can catch up on what we've done so far in the game. But oh my God, it is the video game to a T. We have some of the generators in there, the famous generator. We have the bloaters, we got the clickers, we have stalkers. We even have crafting tables in there. It was so cool to go through that haunted house. They literally put you inside the game. If you're a fan of the video game or even the TV show, you are going to enjoy the heck out of that house. Definitely one of my favorite houses of the night so far. Take a look at that, guys. It's beautiful. Mel's Dying 2023. Now it's time to head on into Dark Zodiac. Scorpio, wait. Oh my gosh, that's the Scorpio. That's so cool. Leaving out of Dark Zodiac and heading on into Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror. Oh my goodness. What's in the cases? Oh, they're just literally traveling wardrobes. I thought that was gonna be a body or something in here, but no. It's just, you know, Dr. Oddfellow or Madame Bastile's personal effects.
I'm here for you. Is that what holds you down this evening? There was a few of you out there. Interesting. You don't hold your heart to any sign at all, do you?
Fire sign, baby.
Scorpio.
Aries.
Oh, okay. A few. We need not that simple answer. For it is a great thing that most of you have no connection to such trivial matters. Oh, your zodiac can only tell you so much. But the fear will tell you so much more. It is only but a step away. Go out and spend an evening in my history. I've laid it all out for you to explore. The fear, the power. Oh, I smell it in this room. There's no hiding it. I see you trembling with fear, but begging for more. Good. That will take you grand and far. The evening is just beginning. Don't stop now.
Look who I ran into. Unfortunately, I didn't get a +1 for the media event, so Coda's here with her sister. But it's great that I got to run into her at least some point during the night. How are you liking it so far?
I'm excited.
What's your favorite house that you've done?
Probably Oddfellow.
Really? Yeah, Oddfellow was such a fun house. Definitely one of my favorites. So we have a couple more houses left for the media event, and then we're gonna head out. But I'm so happy I got to see my fiance at least a little bit tonight.
Dueling Dragons. Choose thy fate. The one that everyone has pretty much been waiting for. So, it's the first house that we ever have made based on an attraction that we had in the past. Dueling Dragons, that eventually became Dragon Challenge when it got delayed over of Harry Potter. So, Dueling Dragons, it was like the same story as the ride itself. So, there's two warlocks who are trying to get Merlin's spellbook, because Merlin has actually been captured and transformed into kind of an Oak 3, so he's trapped. So the two warlocks, the one of ice, the one of fire, hence why it's Dueling Dragons, they have come up with an army, and they actually managed to get to the book, but once they did, the traps were set up, and they both got transformed into dragons. Thank you. So the fight's still going on at the moment. The armies are still fighting, but also Merlin's army is also there. The defense is trying to get there. And just like the ride, at the end you get to pick either fire or ice. This house you get to do the same thing. You get to the very end, I will say choose thy fate. If I recall correctly, on the left you have fire, on the right you have ice.
Go forth before my spells are uttered by undead lips. Can I, O foolish travellers, and choose thy fate? The dark and greedy powers of fire and ice assemble their opposing armies.
No way, it's the Enchanted Oak Tavern. What a facade.
Only you can brave the terrors ahead.
Oh, choose like bait. Wait, ice. I'm an ice guy. Oh my gosh.
Protectors of the realm, you have saved the kingdom.
Oh my god. All right, my camera lens is really foggy right now because it was really cold in that house, but oh my god, house of the year. That was so good. I can't wait to go through that again and go through the fire ending. But that was amazing. You can't even see me. My camera lens is so foggy right now, but wow.
Yeti Campground Kills is our next stop. It's on the same soundstage that we share a soundstage each year. We're gonna be teleported to the 50s. This campground has been nice and family-friendly campfire, but not anymore. The Yetis is the territory, so they're taking over. So we're gonna go to campsite 32. I bet you have seen a couple of 32s around, but this was very obvious, so we're gonna go there. And the Yetis, instead of being on the snow how they have been in the past, they have traded it for the nice, warm place that we are. They didn't give me a place, so I have to say it's Oregon. So, but they have a nice brown fur, so it looks more, in my opinion, like a little bit of a Bigfoot style, Sasquatch style too. But they're Yetis out here, okay? And they have taken care of pretty much everyone except for a few survivors who are mostly looking for their family and friends.
All right, time for Yeti Campground Kills.
Billy, where are you? Billy! What I found is dead.
You killed my Gilbert!
What the hell are those things?
Woo! Oh God! Woo! Yeah, that got me good. That got me real good. Oh God! Wow. Oh, the bear! All right, we're heading on into Soundstage 23 for another one of my most anticipated haunted houses, Stranger Things. So just a little backstory with this haunted house. We're not going to be heading into Russia, so all of the Russia stuff we're really not going to be seeing. We're going to be following Vecna as he progresses from kill to kill to enact his evil plan. So right now it looks like we're starting in Eddie's house.
Wake up! Chrissy, wake up! Chrissy, wake up now!
Everything your tower is on at an end.
That is cool.
Gods now.
Demogorgon got me good.
Blood Moon Darkest offering, we gotta get you to the 1600s. There's a small colony, and essentially there's two sides: the normal colony people, and the ones that we're gonna call the extremists. These are the ones that we're gonna follow along the house. They're very into something called moon farming. So the moon dictates how they're gonna do the crops, harvest time, and all that. One day, they realize that there's a blood moon, so it's crimson red, and their, logical choice, they're like, you know what this means? Blood sacrifice. So they go to the ones who don't believe in them, which is the whole town, and start sacrificing small, bit by bit. So we only gonna see pretty much extremists. They're wearing the same outfit with masks and everything, so they're very easy to spot. They'll be all around you, and the victims as well. Also, this group doesn't discriminate. Adults, teenagers, kids, they're all part of it.
The blood has risen! A sacrifice is demanded! The false parton must pay! Let's go!
They killed Mommy and Daddy.
What in the world?
The Exorcist Believer is the one, is based on the movie that is coming out in October 6th now. They had to change it thanks to Taylor Swift. So, because she's doing something on the 13th, so they're like, move it to the 6th. No, we're not going to compete with her. So, it's based on the sequel. It's a sequel direct from the original film. So it's 50 years in between each other. And the main premise is there's two little girls, Catherine and Angela. They have been lost for 3 days in the woods, and now they're back. They have no memory of what happened, and they can tell that there's something wrong with them. So I ran to the hospital and all that. They don't know what's going on. It looks like it's something that I've seen before only once, 50 years ago, with them again. Can you explain how someone can hold a grudge for 50 years? It has to be a good grudge. But anyway, it is back, and now they're bringing back the original, basically people from the first movie to see how they can handle with it. Full transparency is, we like to say it's like a trailer house because it's based on everything that we have before the movie because we don't want to spoil it so you can go and see it. So the house kind of like feels like, oh, it's setting up, and it ends. So just saying, it's a lot and it's kind of intense. It has a lot of that demon stuff and it's very good. If you've seen The Exorcist, you know what you're getting yourself into.
I cast wells, unclean spirits. Along with everything.
Whew. All right, so we finished the last couple of houses. Let's go ahead and talk about Blood Moon Dark Offerings. The scale of that house was absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, the set design was great. The scares were a little A lot of the scare actors looked almost exactly the same. They were all cloaked and they had the symbol on their foreheads, which wasn't exactly a bad thing. It was just very samey throughout. But the set design was absolutely incredible. And the gore that's in that house, it's the goriest house of the event, for sure. And the Exorcist. It's The Exorcist. Again, this is a house based off of a movie that doesn't come out until October, so more than halfway through the event. So we have really nothing to base it off of. I mean, I've seen the original Exorcist, and it kind of follows a similar plot line. It's got a lot of demons in there, and of course the two girls. But other than that, it wasn't anything super special. There were a few good scares in there. However, unfortunately, my camera pooped on me halfway through the house. So the first half of the house, I don't know if you're gonna get that footage. The second half of the house, you probably have footage of. But you guys can let me know what you think about The Exorcist down in the comment section below, just based off of what you saw. Whew. Oh my God, I am hurting all over. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it from us here. Opening night of Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2023, the 32nd year of the event. That was absolutely amazing. We only just touched the surface of what this event has to offer. We didn't get to go through Diagon Alley to check out the Death Eaters. We also didn't touch Halloween Nightmare Fuel. We also missed the Megan Horde. We're gonna be back tomorrow and Sunday for the rest of opening weekend, so you guys can expect a lot more content from Halloween Horror Nights coming your way in the very near future. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Universal Studios for inviting us out to cover the media event for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. We had an absolute blast filming inside the haunted houses, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the amazing footage from inside those incredible haunted houses. This is going to be a year to remember. These haunted houses were absolutely amazing. The scare zones were awesome. The energy was great. It's going to be a fantastic year. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new around here and you want to see more Halloween Horror Nights content like this in the very near future. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.